What's up, you guys? So good to see you guys. This is Yuri Choi. Welcome to my channel. I am a performance coach for entrepreneurs and high achievers, and I help my clients get into a powerful state to really access more flow and freedom in their life, and also to live a life that they get to love and business they get to fall in love with. I'm also the author of a soon-to-be published book called Creating Your Own Happiness. So that will be coming out soon. And meanwhile, everyone's hopping on. I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. Hey, you guys, for those of you guys who's just logging in, feel free to say hello. Hi, Neuron. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you guys are actually hopping on right now for my weekly live stream, I'm so glad that you guys are here. It's been really fun, you guys, really just connecting with all of you guys on a weekly basis. And I'm really honored to create the space so that we can all connect here in a really fun, powerful, engaging way. So if you guys are hopping on right now, I invite you to share with me where you are logging in from. I would love to hear from you guys. In what part of the world are you logging in from? And what are you grateful for today? You know, as most of you guys know, I love setting the intention and the tone of gratitude every time I start, these live streams, as well as, in my coaching container as well. So Malaysia, we have some people. Hi, Arteris, great to see you. Yes, amazing. I would love to, share. Feel free to share the article with me. I would love to see what you have going on, and I'm curious to see what you have for me. And by the way, you guys, I have a group coaching container that is starting next week, technically. So first week of June. And this, if you've been, really been plugging into my energy and you feel like you are ready to really shift into a different, better, more evolved version of yourself, feel free to email me. I'll go ahead and include my email, as well as, oh, thank you, Ashni. I'm going to actually talk a little bit about my post that I posted, and we'll go deeply into that. If you guys are interested in learning more about my group coaching program called Rebirth, starting in June, feel free to email me or, go ahead and check out the link below so that you can go ahead and schedule a quick call with me. Meanwhile, you guys, okay, so glad you guys are here. Today, what I wanted to share are 5 ways to feel creative, more creative instantly. Here's the thing, you guys. We are all born creators. We were born creating everything. We were born as just a little thing of like infinite potential. And then here we are growing into the life that we're creating every day. But sometimes changing the light here, it's a little, makes me look a little pale. So we forget during, our lifetime that sometimes we get into these habits, these certain cycles of life and business, right? We go to work and we go to school and we do the things and and we actually forget who we really are. And by the way, at the core of it all, we are creators. We are meant to create every second, every moment, every emotion, every thought. And we sometimes just forget that. So today I wanted to share some ways that you can start to activate that creator within you immediately so that you can start to feel you're being as resourceful, as creative as you possibly can be. And I have some 5 practical ways that I'm going to share with you guys so that you guys can start to apply that right away. Does that sound good, you guys? And for those of you who's just logging on, feel free to share with me where you're logging in from. And I have people from all over the world. So yes, amazing. Hi, Tanner. Good to see you. Hi, Arteris. Hi, Ashni. Johnny, everybody, Almighty Hazel, everyone who's logging on. So good to see you. Okay, so let's get started with number 1. So if you guys are ready for me to share number 1, go ahead and type in number 1 either in the chat or comment below, and I will get this started. Taking notes, I love it. Yes, go for it. Okay, so number 1, Lisa said number 1. Hi, Lisa, where are you logging in from? It's so good to see you. So number one, And this is counterintuitive because you guys are all on some kind of device right now. And obviously, I super am grateful for technology. I love what it allows us to do, which is, connect from across the world. However, how often do we actually disconnect completely from all the different kinds of devices out there? So, number one way that you can start to activate the creator within you, ironically, is turning off all your devices for a few hours. It's easier said than done, right? Especially for a lot of us who are so plugged into our phone, our computer as we do our work and all of this, right? Hi, Erica. I'm in South Korea as well right now. So some of you guys are logging in from Michigan, India. So cool. Hey, Tommy. I see that you guys are hopping on here, creating friendships here, which is awesome. So number one is committing to turn off all your devices for a few hours. I say at least 2 hours, and really just taking that time to disconnect. So I had this experience. I was actually going to a meeting the other day and my phone died, my Wi-Fi died, everything died. And I was just like not plugged into anything. And for the first few minutes, I started to like freak out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to, contact my client. I need to do this. And I said, you know what? People know I'm coming. I'm safe. Like everything's cool. I'm in a taxi. I'm going to get to where I'm going to get to. There's actually nothing to worry here. So why don't I just chill? Why don't I just disconnect completely and just get in the moment, right? Just be and feel what it feels like. And at first, like I noticed how uncomfortable I was just really disconnecting from all my devices. And then it reminded me how attached I really am to all my devices. And then in that, I decided to let go, let go, let go. In that 40 minutes of that ride in my taxi, I had an abundance of creative ideas just came through. And I started to notice things outside of my phone, outside of the car that I would have never noticed that started to inspire these new thoughts. I started to look at the trees and how they were moving with the wind blowing. I start to look at all the people walking to all the places that they get to go to. I notice all these cars around me, just focus on where they're going. I noticed the shape of these buildings that I've never noticed before. And I just became so connected to the world by disconnecting from, this device. And of course, this device is so powerful, right? I mean, it connects me to all the people I love, all the new friends, all the old friends, all of you guys, and it's amazing. But it's so powerful when we actually intentionally disconnect and allow our brain to just be and start to take in what's going on around us. And for me, and this actually inspired this entire video, which is cool because we're talking about how, disconnecting actually inspires creativity. And here we are creating this with you guys right now. So is that landing for you guys? When's the last time that you really, truly disconnected? And if you haven't done so in a while, I really invite you to try it this week. Number 2. You guys ready for number 2? Is that landing for you guys? Take a road never explored. Whoa, you're from the Caribbean. That's so cool. So good to see you, Avnish. So number 2 is take a road where you've never traveled before. It could literally be a road trip to somewhere far, or it could literally just be going to the same destination but taking a detour. It could be that you go to your coffee shop that you go to every day, but like taking the long way. Or maybe you hike the same trail every day, but going the other way. Or maybe you have a certain route that you go to your school or work or grocery store, and you just decide to go a different way. We are creatures of habits. And every time we're just really doing the habitual things, even if it's like walking to the same places, we're actually going into this place in our brain that's automatic. We're tapping into this loop. And in that loop, we cannot get creative. We are just really acting as if we're a machine, just like reliving that loop, right? So anytime we do anything that breaks that pattern, such as taking a road somewhere we've never been to, or taking a different road, or doing something different, it can actually activate that part of us and remind us that we're constantly creative if we decide to let that part of our brain breathe for a second. Is that landing for you guys? Does that make sense? Will you guys try that this week? Hey, you guys, just catching up on the chat. Amazing, amazing. Okay. So number 3, this is similar to number 2, but it might be easier to access right now. Hi, Akil. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Tanner. So good to see you guys. And if you guys are just logging on, please let me know where you're logging in from. We have some people from South Korea, USA, India, Michigan, Caribbean. I mean, this is so cool that we are all connecting here in this chat in this moment, real time. So feel free to share where you're logging in from. Again, my name is Yuri Choi. If you guys are logging in here for the first time and you stumbled upon this live stream, I invite you to subscribe. I hop on here on a weekly basis. I intend to post actually more videos in between. So I'm going to be talking a lot about different kinds of mindset, confidence, happiness, charisma, all that fun stuff. I'm also a coach for entrepreneurs and high achievers. So anything related to that type of entrepreneurial mindset, growth mindset, you'll be able to find it here. So feel free to subscribe and join me. Okay, you guys. So the next one is moving your body in a way that you're not used to. And this is why yoga is so good for me. Yoga is so good for a lot of people. Dancing is good for a lot of people because it forces us to move our energy, move our body in a way where we're not really used to it. And again, anytime we break a pattern that we're so ingrained into, we actually start to activate that part of us that gets to be more creative. Now, this is actually going to be more instant because we're literally moving our body or cellular memory in a way that it's never moved before. So if you haven't stretched in a long time, take a moment to stretch. If you haven't done a forward fold in a long time, take a moment to forward fold and really stretch into it. Maybe twist your body in a way. I mean, like I said, this is why I adore yoga. And there's so many times, in the middle of a yoga class, I'm getting like all these new downloads into what I can create, what I can write about, what I can talk about, because it really does activate a lot of that. And energetically, we actually hold a lot of our energies in our hips, our joints at times. So when we actually stretch out, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like a pigeon pose and things like that, which stretches out your joints and your hips. It can really activate some moving energy. Sometimes it releases some certain energies. So you might feel like these emotions are surfacing for the first time in a long time. I've actually cried doing yoga. I know that sounds weird, but it's not like a cry of sadness or happiness. It's just like energies that are surfacing and getting released into tear forms. And it's really powerful stuff. Yeah, Ashni, it sounds like you've experienced something like that before. If you guys have done yoga or any kind of stretching, like powerful stretching like that, you probably have experienced something like that. Tanner, I love that you're stretching right now. That's amazing. Trinidad, that's amazing. Okay, I actually just had a client call with someone from there, so that's really cool. You're the second person I'm talking to this week from Trinidad. What are the chances? Okay, so Surya Namakas are very effective for good. Okay, good to know. Never cry during yoga. Well, something that might happen in the future. Okay, so number 4. Let's get into number 4. How to activate that creator within you, how to get more creative immediately. Read or learn something new in the morning. Every time I read something new, every time I'm learning something new, as you guys are doing right now, by the way. So if you guys are here learning something new that you haven't thought about before or in a long time, this right now, right here, you guys are getting your creativity activated. Do you guys feel that? Like, do you guys feel new energies coming in? Do you guys feel like new ideas surfacing? Because you probably will. This is what happens every time we experience or learn new things. literally what's happening in our brain is that there's new neural connections that's happening, and it inspires these new thoughts, new ideas that's going to surface that's never been created before. So take a moment, especially in the morning. One of the coolest things to do is maybe take pick a few courses, do like some kind of learning, take courses, listen to your mentors, whatever it takes, review your notes with your mentors. I mean, this is something that my clients often do. I do this with my own coach. And it activates me for the rest of the day. And I have all these creative ideas and so much energy that comes through. And so when we keep our mind, soul, and body active in these ways by learning something different, it activates that creativity within us. Have you guys ever had, experiences like that? Akil, my post from yesterday was powerful. Oh, I'm so glad that, it reached you. And again, when you have those different experiences, it will activate you, right? Even though you're not technically learning something new, by experiencing like those emotions that you haven't felt in a long time, by reading a post like that, it can really start to surge up some new ideas for you, right? Log off from electronic devices. Tanner, thank you so much for helping some of the people who are just hopping on. I love that you guys are creating a community and friendships here. That's amazing to see. Okay, so let's get into the next one, number 5. So this is something that is really fun. So you guys, every Sunday, some of my close friends know this, and my clients know this. Every Sunday is my Goddess Day. I invite you to create your own goddess or god day or whatever it is you want to call it, or your sensual day, where you just, and this goes back into unplugging and all that, but this is a day where you just dedicate yourself into proper, abundant self-care and self-love. This is a day I chill in my robe, I take a bath, and I do all the things that really please my senses. It could be like I eat something really delicious, or I go and get a massage, or I watch something that just fills up my soul, or I go look at art. I take myself somewhere nice, nice hotel, or even a cafe, or whatever makes me feel so divine. And in that pause, in that environment that I create, I feel so relaxed, and all these ideas come through, all these creative ideas come through. And when you feel good, and this is the cornerstone of some of the coaching that I do, Tommy knows this, right? When you feel good, when you focus on feeling good, when you focus on creating that emotional foundational state, everything that you desire can come to you faster, including creative ideas, including more, activated ideas, if that's what you desire. And one of the first things that you get to do is create an environment, create the experience where you get to feel like God and Goddess. Because aren't we, at the end of the day, we are already divine. We are the God and divine energy, channeling through this physical vessel. And to really tap into that place is powerful, because a lot of times we're so much focused on the doing. Let's do this, let's do that, let's cross that off. I don't know about you guys, but I do get into that state sometimes. And when I'm in that, sure, I'm productive on a surface level, but I'm not productive in the sense that I'm really allowing these creative ideas to come to me and land on me, and I can utilize those ideas and create the physical manifestations of that in this world. Does that make sense? So I invite you to, hi Neuron, good to see you, lovely. Ashni, it's a reward for getting through the week. Yes. So a lot of people ask, what does it mean on a practical level to self-care and self-love? This is it, you guys. This is it. We get to take the day, to dedicate ourselves into cherishing our bodies and, really just honoring and just worshiping our own self, worshiping our own bodies. And in that, we get to, activate that creator within. Hey, you guys, if you guys are just logging on, and thank you, Neuron, for your kind words. I invite you to tell us where you're logging in from. Go ahead and like and share this video if you'd like. I am creating a movement here so that we can all live towards creating our best lives, whatever that means for you. It's going to look different for every single one of you. But, for me, it's when I'm in that flow, when I get to be super creative and resourceful, I'm activated in that creator, that resides within me. And that's the topic today. That's one of the ways that I know that I'm really aligned to living, the best version of my life and my business. And when I'm in that state, everything comes easier. Wouldn't you agree? Right? Someone said that. I feel that sometimes. Cool name. Okay, so you guys, I share those 5 things. Guess we always can relate to yes, I know. I love that you guys are creating friendships here. And so those are the 5 things I wanted to share with you guys. I'm curious, what was most powerful for you guys today? What is something that you will try on your own today? I would love to hear from you. I'm so grateful that you were able to plug into our live stream with Melody. And yes, I'm glad that really resonated with you. Beautiful soul. Yeah, got someone I know. Okay, perfect. And by the way, you guys, if you guys are just logging on, I do have a coaching program that's starting in June, and there's going to be more to come. But this particular one, it's going to be more of an intimate one. I'm going to hand select the participants in there if it's a good fit. It's really this process of rebirth. So if you've been trying to if you've been feeling stuck and you're having all these self-doubt and you're ready to rebirth into the next version of yourself with a community that's going to support you, and obviously in my energy, if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to schedule a call by using the link below. I'll go ahead and post it there, and or email me, and we can talk about it and see if you're a good fit for it. And yeah, we can go from there. Do you know we can affect the physical structure of water with our words? Abso-freaking-lutely. That's hilarious because I was just talking to somebody about that. That's really cool that you're mentioning that. You failed a quiz, but you're not going to give up. That's beautiful. Yes. Ashni, yeah, if you're interested in something like that, feel free to connect with me. Do you know, I tried traditional Chinese food yesterday, extremely spicy, and even though the chef promises to, cool. Hey, and if that was a new experience for you and it activated you to step outside of your habitual ways of eating or things that you eat, that experience itself can also be really activating. So I love that. Yeah, so again, I'm curious, you guys, is there something that resonated with you deeply today? What will you try? So these are some of the things that we talked about. Just to recap: number 1, turning off all your devices for a few hours so you can truly unplug and get connected to the present moment. What's going on around you right now, right here. Now, don't turn this off right now because I'm going to lose you, but maybe after this video. Number 2 is take a path you've never taken before. This allows you to remember that you're an explorer. This allows you to remember that you don't have to always go in the routine that you've always had. This reminds you that you have different creative options at all times. And this allows you to step outside of your routine ways of doing things, which forces your brain to tap into that creative brain, a creative side of the brain. The third one is move your body, move your energy. In that, you start to remind your body hey, we don't always have to do things the way that we've done before. Stretch the areas you haven't stretched in a long time. This can be really activating for your body so that you can really tap into that place of activating your creativity even more. The next one is reading or learning something new. This is why we're all here, you guys, right? Because you're eager to learn. You're eager to soak in different kinds of information, knowledge, wisdom, energy, right? And every time we do that and we infuse ourselves with this different kinds of, energy, we can actually activate our creativity way faster. Last one is have yourself a goddess day, have yourself a god day, have a day where you get to really just treat yourself, take your self-care, self-love responsibly as well as proactively, and do something that really helps you get into that relaxed state and into your body. Treat yourself as divine as possible, the divine beings that you guys are. So, The Power of Your Subconscious by Joseph Murphy. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, you guys, I also have a book coming out soon, which I'll be announcing the link so that you guys can pre-order the ebook or the physical book soon. So that's coming out. It's called Creating Your Own Happiness. You'll probably be able to hear literally the tone of my voice as you read this. I'm really excited to present that to you guys soon. Other than that, you guys, take a moment. You know, I love to do this. Take a moment right now in this intimate group of people that's on the live chat right now. Find someone that you've been connecting with, or actually you haven't connected with, and tell them a word of encouragement, or say something nice to them, or say something that you can reflect back to them right now, right here. This is about creating community. This is about really, coming together to honor that part of us that wants to grow and expand together. Neuron, honestly, I think the first three really resonated for me, even though it's a beautiful way. I think we're connected. I love it. I love it. Hello, much love. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. So so you guys tag somebody right now in the chat. Say hello. Say a word of encouragement. Akil eagerly waiting. Yes. The only thing I'm connected with my ex-girl. What should I do? Okay, you guys are having your own chat. I love it. Okay, you guys. So feel free to say hello. Feel free to tell everyone how much, what's on your heart today. And other than that, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that was powerful for you. Hey, Alan, good to see you. I'm so glad that you're logging on here. If you guys are just logging on here, feel free to share this video. Feel free to share my channel with more people. I'm really here to start a movement so that we can all get to live, activating our creator within, and it gets to be super fun. Neuron, it's so good to see you. I'm so grateful that we're connecting this way, and we've been really building this friendship from afar. So I really appreciate you. And thank you for being here, Elsa. Of course, it's my pleasure, and I'm glad that you're here as well. Tanner, I love that you're saying hi to someone. Ocean A, all y'all are connecting. Yes. Okay, so you guys, let's conclude this right now, today, by... I'm doing it regularly, miss. Okay, I'm promoting in WhatsApp status. I love it. Take a moment right now. Get connected to something or somebody that you're grateful for. And with this expansive energy of gratitude in your heart that you feel, I'm going to conclude this live stream today. And I really just appreciate all of you guys for showing up. It's been super fun. I'm going to be back here next week at the same time, 9 p.m. Pacific, Monday. It's actually Tuesday, 1 p.m. in South Korea. So whatever time zone you're in. Johnny, I'm so glad to hear. Yeah, so feel free to join me. And you know what, you guys, I would love to hear from you directly. If there's any specific topics, if there's anything that I can cover additionally, feel free to comment below or comment in one of my posts that I posted. I would love to see, what kind of topics I can cover for you guys. I'm always thinking of new ideas, new ways to support you guys. So feel free to let me know. All right, you guys, sending you lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.